Let's get the bread, baby.
One more particular.
Ninja. One pushing short.
There's an old jungle. Taking mid now. What a bitch.
Patterns.
I think A's clear. I tapped the guy C2. Oh, you want jungle or C2? Both short. Both short. One ladder.
CT.
This could be. Bro, just kill one dude, please. How the fuck did bomb get there? I'm so confused. think it's a jungle. Okay, bro.
Planting.
72 stay. One jungle with an orb. Flushing you out.
I have B. I'm coming in.
Someone get mid.
Throwing a grenade. Deploying flashbang. Live grenade. Flashbang out.
Bro, actually throwing.
Con.
I thought about that audio and second guessed myself. Holy fuck.
Nice job.
Good shit.
Green lights. What on? Throwing flashbang. Smoke. Grenade.
One's on this.
Throwing flashbang. Flashbang.
Moving after shooting.
Throwing smoke.
Abs.
Grenade out. Throwing smoke. Throwing
Coming short.
Peek in the mid.
Move it, move it.
Con.
I'm sure.
mid and one under window.
Fuck, I'm feeling slow today.
Flashbang out. Grenade out. Come on, go. Smoke. Flashbang.
One tank home.
Marker.
Good shot.
Oh, sure. Is that right? Window.
Nice job.
There's an ult on the ground for someone. Could someone buy me?
Let's go earn our pay. Incendiary. Throwing grenade. Laying down smoke. Laying down smoke. Flashbang. Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang.
Yeah, I'm convinced you're fucking retarded, Con.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Yo, what's up, guys? What's up?
G'day.
Let's have some breakfast.
Let's give it to them, boys.
One mid.
One B ups.
One more mid, one more mid.
Could go on the fence. Should be
One
one
more con, one more
go
con.
top mid. Spot on.
Nice.
Let's have it, lads. Throwing flashbang. Grenade.
Oh!
Flashbang. Throwing a grenade.
Is the last guy Palace?
No, no one, bro.
Could be flanking us off B or something. Yeah, oh, we got
No,
the bomb?
fuck,
The
planting B.
fuck?
Diffusing. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. Let's go, fellas.
Flashing mid.
Deploying decoy. Deploying flashbang. Throwing smoke. Grenade out.
This one mid, one top mid. Can someone flash me mid?
Yeah, got it. Ready?
Thank you.
Deploying flashbang.
He's not picking.
Smoke.
Got this.
Incendiary.
One. He's low, he's low.
Grenade.
There's two in A side.
You get him at top mid?
One palace.
There's one more Palace.
High ramp, very low.
Alright.
I need an AK. No, he ran.
Maybe mid.
The fuck me, sorry.
Here's bomb.
He's dead.
Nice shot, bro. Playing A, alright.
I'm going out.
Let's show them who we are. Throwing fire.
Flashing mid.
Throwing flash.
No one made guy.
Oh, that's fair.
Probably on this.
That's 2B.
Carry.
Throwing fire. Throwing flashbang. Throwing a grenade. Laying down smoke.
Candace.
Throwing smoke. Remove any doubts in your head. It's us or them. Incendiary out. Grenade out. Grenade out.
Candace.
Smoke. Laying down smoke.
Ah!
No one. Mid.
He's mid.
Flashbang. Throwing smoke. Grenade. Throwing a grenade. Throwing fire. Move it, son. Incendiary. Throwing fire.
One step B.
Laying down smoke. Grenade out.
Holy shit, man! All is 172.
Fuck!
One's on
The
A
timing,
ramp, yeah.
man. One stat.
One stats, one.
Let's get
Last
last.
test.
Probably main. No, he jumped him. NT.
Indeed.
Can I probably get an off purple? Oh, never mind.
Let's go. Incendiary out. Incendiary. Grenade out.
2 mid, 3 mid, couple mid.
Flashing.
Flashbang.
They're pushing in. They molly me. Can you flash again?
One more right mid.
Throwing flashbang.
One in
Oh my god.
Oh,
In window one.
shit, man.
This one jungle. Fuck it.
This This is weird.
We're on. Throwing fire. Grenade.
Couple mates again.
Smoke.
Shot.
Probably ladder room. I haven't seen him shot. Shot.
One is outside jungle.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my
This one,
god.
this one.
Remember, this is bandit country. Shoot everything that moves.
The B flash.
Flashbang.
I got flash from A. Damn, 64. You should save that.
I can drop.
We are out of here.
How long have they had 4 players for?
One abandoned.
Oh, really? I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Deploying flashbang.
One lowest.
The fuck, dude? Let's get to mid with the bomb.
Stack 50.
Close right. Nice.
Hold on.
Can I get a dropper? Oh shit, never mind.
No, use it.
Oh,
Watch out. These boys have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't mind using it.
no one at B.
Fuck, got that fucking good timing, man. Dang it.
Unisaw.
Deploying flashbang.
Attack now.
Throwing smoke.
Warper at A ramp, tag 25. Last guy. Good work.
Nice.
Yeah. One's out.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can drop.
Cheers, big fella.
You got this, boys.
Fellas are gonna regret waking up this morning.
Play man again.
Incendiary out. Flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
Oh, damn.
Couple mid, couple mid.
Smoke.
Behind window. They're going connected to A, at least two.
I am a pro FIFA player and I'm going to give you my 5 best attacking tips to help you score more goals in FIFA 23. And how we're going to do that is by following the trusted checklist. Firstly, I'm going to tell you the tip, then I'm going to show you how to perform it, and then we're going to analyze examples to show you how to use it most effectively. Tip number 1 is the German cross, a name that you might have heard in the community. A lot of people, especially in the pro community, talk about it all the time. I'm going to show you what it is. The German cross is basically the most outlandish cross you will ever see, but there is key elements to it. You have to do it with a fullback, and it goes through your centre midfielder who runs behind the defence. And to clear it up, this is a cross that was massively popularised by the German pro player.
I can pop up flash for you guys from A main. Flashing, flashing.
Deploying flashbang.
Two top mid. Care connector. One in window, I think. One jump window. Two mid, one palace or A somewhere. Let's see.
They're the first people that figured this out, and that is why it's got his name, the German cross. Now we know the backstory. How do we actually perform it? Well, there is a couple of moving parts here, so make sure you're listening. The first part is you have to trigger a run of the midfielder, and how you do this is by pressing the L1 button. And to make sure you're able to trigger the run of the midfielder you want, you have to be facing him when you do it. There is another way. As you get the ball to the centre midfielder and you're looking to pass it to the right back or the left back, you press L1 whilst you also press X for the pass, and then that will trigger his run as soon as he's passed the ball to the left back or right back. And once you've triggered this run, there is 2 key parts to this. One, you have to face a certain angle with your right back and left back for this to work. The fullback has to be slightly facing off the pitch. And then the timing is all about making sure you cross it at
Laying down smoke.
One top mid.
Throwing flashbang.
Don't pick B, I've got contact from side.
Shit.
One B, one B.
Throwing flashbang.
Dead.
Flashbang.
at the exact perfect time, so then the centre midfielder will run onto it beyond the centre back, and then he'll be able to get his head to it, as performed by me, or volley it. He might not always head it. It can be a volley as well. And now let's analyze an example. You'll see here, Yaya Toure is my midfielder in question. And I get the ball with him, and I know that what I want to do, I know I want to set up a German cross. So the first thing I do is press L1 and X at the same time as I pass that ball to Capdevila. This means that Yaya Toure is now on the run, and you'll see here that I walk with Capdevila. You cannot do a German cross when sprinting. Please make sure that you're walking for perfect accuracy. So then with Capdevila, as we mentioned, the way I'm facing is very key. And now I'm waiting for the perfect time to cross the ball. I know when to do it. It's just about when Yaya Toure is about a yard or two behind the defenders. So then by the time I make the contact with the ball, he'll be in behind and he'll pick that ball up. You're looking at 3 bars to 3.5 bars of power. That will be the...
Deploying flashbang.
1B. Maybe guys you under terrain.
Yeah, this one. No.
Smell.
sweet spot. If you do it too little, won't go very far at all. You overpower it and you do full power, they'll probably kick it out of play. And then once a cross comes in, you can freestyle. Feel free to take a touch. You might want to shoot first time. You might want to header it, volley it. It just depends on how the ball comes in. It's not always 100% consistent. There's no golden ticket here. There's many different ways you can finish it, but with what you do know now is the German cross. So let's summarize it once again. First note is to use L1 or L1X to trigger the run of the midfielder. Make sure the fullback is at the right angle to perform the cross. When you do the cross, do it at 3 to 3.5 bars of power. Don't be holding sprint when performing the cross. And the final note is to make sure you get your timing right. Tip number 2 is to learn time finishing. How do you do time finishing? Firstly, go into your controller settings and make sure it's turned on. Sometimes turned off. Maybe you're playing with it off and you haven't realized. Secondly, it is about hitting circle twice. And when you press circle the second time, it's as you're about to connect with the ball. There is a window for this and it's going to take you a hell of a lot of practice, I promise you. I have been doing time finishing all year and trust me, I still hit a lot of red and yellows. Red means it's an absolutely terrible shot. Yellow means you're close but not good enough. Green is what you're trying to hit. And if you see a white indicator turn up, it's because you've gone too late. But a white indicator isn't too bad because that is just a normal shot. Time finishing is so useful. Shots more accurate and more powerful. So meaning more chance of them flying in the back of the net. I believe with the way FIFA 23 is, you should be aiming to green all your shots. Because some other FIFAs, it hasn't been that case. But this is one of them games where every shot you do, if you make it green, you'll notice a difference. You'll see in this example here, I'm bearing down on goal with Nkunku, and I know the keeper is on rushing, and I'm scared of on rushing keepers. And I thought, you know what? I've only got space to perform a shot. Now, I was worried that the keeper's going to save this because I know what keepers are like when they're coming out on goal. But as I power up that shot of Nkunku, you'll see just as he's about to make connection with the ball, tap circle again, that green makes sure that it goes in. Much more accurate shot, much more powerful. It's all you can ask for. And even with my normal shot here with Alawaran, you can see how satisfying it is. That is the other thing. Once you learn how to do time...
Short pushing up. Short all the way up.
Damn, sandwich.
Sorry.
1 CT.
Nice.
We will make them cry. I'm throwing flashbang. Throwing fire. Flashbang.
$61.
Please open.
I'm throwing a grenade. Smoke.
You should go A, guys.
Oh, sorry, it's one more B. I think.
Flashback.
Ah, shit, isn't market. There's two there. Jungle now, jungle now. Both jungle.
Damn, 33. Nice try, man.
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh.
Finishing, I promise, it will make you so satisfied when you score. Let's summarize timed finishing and what is so important when learning it. So the first thing we need to know is not to change our shot. Don't think you have to do anything crazy here. Just keep powering your shots up like normal. The key part is timing it. So the second press of circle is the most important thing here. And my final advice on time finishing is practice, practice, practice. At the start, you might struggle with it. You might think, you know what, Tom, you are useless. This advice is useless. Time finishing is useless. Please bear with me. Practice as much as you can, and you'll notice over some time, you'll definitely get better at it. Tip number 3 is a Trivela. And I know you're sitting there right now thinking, Tom, we've already been through this. We know how good a Trivela is. You've told me 100 times, but trust me, I've got brand new information and you're gonna wanna hear it. So let's go to the roots. Before I get excited, let's go to the roots. How do you do the Trivela? It is pretty simple. You shoot, but you hold L2 whilst you do it. I have noticed it actually works a lot better when you do a ball roll just before it. So you do a ball roll and you do L2 and circle, but to add another layer to that, I know it's getting a little bit complicated. You also have to green them. We just spoke about how good time finishing is, and to do the Trivelas, you need to be greening them, so they need to be timed to absolute perfection. And before I show you an example, there is a final layer. Luckily, this isn't anything you have to do now. It's just something you have to be aware of. The Trivela, or the green Trivela we're going to know it as, is actually best performed with players with just under 89 or 89 shot power. So let's look at some examples. You'll see on the highlighted areas of the pitch, these are the best places to do the Trivela. So all we're doing now is performing what I've already told you to do. Stop sprinting, do a ball roll, and then do the Trivela shot green. And you'll see every single time it has that looping animation. You don't want it flat, you want it to loop like that. We just learned a hell of a lot there. So let's summarize this to make it nice and clear. The Trivela, it needs to be green. To get the best angle on it, you need to do a ball roll just before it. You need to be using a player with 89 shot power or below. And the shot is best performed outside the box, just on either side of the box, just slightly in. Tip number 4 is to use the reverse elastico when you're in the box. The reverse elastico has been an overpowered skill for like 3 or 4 years now. It definitely works very well in FIFA 23. And I thought, I don't want to make this a skill moves tutorial. We have already done that. And if you're looking for skills, make sure you check out that video. But how do we do the reverse elastico? Well, we need a 5-star skiller. You're only capable of doing this for someone who's got 5-star skills. And to make it easy for you, I'm going to insert a clip from my skill moves tutorial explaining exactly how to do it. We are facing the goal, which is 3 o'clock. We are going to be going from 12 to 9 this time, which is back round your player anti-clockwise. And for this one, it's a little bit complicated, so I'm going to show you how to do it at all 4 angles. Our clock will remain the same, so 12, 3, 6, 9, the exact same. Now, when we are facing up, we are going from 9 to 6. If you are facing down, it is 3 to 12. Remember, we are always going anti-clockwise. And when we're facing the other goal, it is 6 to 3. And now we know how to do it. Let's see where it's most effectively used. So for me, it is used inside the box to create space and then get your shot off straight after. If you didn't know already...
The rest of you, those have
Okay, yeah, with you guys. Yeah.
just fake A. We just wait B. You rotate fast anyway. Wait, pass me the bomb.
Ready. I believe that shots are best performed straight after a skill move. No different for the reverse Lastico, and that is why it's so good. As we can see, I get the ball with Nkunku, pass it to Mbappe, and he's bearing down on goal. Now, I've got a defender in the way. I need to create space, and I need to create it quickly, and a quick change direction is what's going to get me a shot off here. So what I do is a reverse Elastico, just round to the right, sole the defender a dummy, and then you shoot straight away. There is an added variation to this as well as a way of standing up a defender. If you tap L1 first and then do reverse Elastico, you'll notice it's ever so slightly different. So when you tap L1, your guy will just stand still, and now you're in a guessing game with a defender. Are you going to go right or are you going to go left? And considering how quick the reverse Elastico, 3 ways on how to finish 1v1s. The 3 ways are: 1, waiting for keeper movement; 2, heel to ball roll around the goalkeeper; and 3, a chip shot. Let's start with number 1, waiting for keeper movement. This one, you don't need to know how to perform it, you just need to use your brain. When you're in 1v1, a lot of the time people will move their goalkeeper. They're going to try and move in one side to try and give you a maximum chance of saving it. They're going to try and guess where you're going. So what you can do is just wait. It is a matter of composure, and it is a matter of remaining calm when bearing down on goal. You can see an example here when I have it with Jairzinho, and he thinks you're going to shoot across goal.
One shot.
No one A.
Sorry.
But I think, hold on, I know you're going to move your keeper. So what I do is wait, I see him move his keeper. As soon as he does that, I shoot near post. Don't have to do anything. Doesn't even have to be green, because his keeper's gone so far the other way that I've now got an open goal that side. The second way we're going to get into is the heel to ball roll. How do we perform the heel to ball roll? It is the L1 whilst doing the heel to heel. So the heel to heel is right then left on your controller, or up and down, depending on what way you're facing. Could be left and right, could be down and up. It can be all 4 ways on the analog stick, but you're holding L1 whilst you do it. And once we know how to do the heel to ball roll, we're now going to do it around the goalkeeper. So this is best used when the goalkeeper is running out on you. Let's look at an example of how this is used in game. So I'm with Mbappe, I'm 3-2 down, 73rd minute, and I'm bearing down on goal, and he doesn't really bring his keeper out. He pretends to, and then he keeps him back on his line. But you can see anyway, I've committed to doing the heel to ball roll now. I do it, and it then gives that keeper a little bit of a weird animation, and it opens up the angle perfectly for me to finish that off. And the third and final way of finishing a 1v1 is the chip shot. To do the chip shot, you just do a circle, then you're holding L1 at the same time. With the chip shot, you're looking for around 2 to 3.
Jungle.
City con.
3 bars of power. Depends on how far out you are, really, but I reckon on average you're looking at 2 to 3 bars. So this is best to do if you can see the keeper rushing out on you and he leaves a lot of space. And again, like a lot of these tips, it is about timing. Don't do the chip shot too late, because if you're too close to the keeper, it will just hit him. And don't do it too early, because the keeper will just catch it and make you look like a bit of a mug. Let's summarize 1v1s and the ways you can finish them. It is either waiting for the keeper to move, doing a heel to ball roll around the keeper, or chipping the keeper. In every single 1v1 you have, one of them 3 will be the answer. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you click here, because I promise you, you'll love this one as well.
Hello. 13 goals with this kind of ice hockey slide.
I am a pro. FIFA 23 has changed massively since the last patch. Lengthy players such as Haaland, Van Dijk, they've been patched, they are finished. It is all about the quick players who are now agile, the controlled, the explosive. You're only good work every hour. FIFA 23. Something that I've changed to because of the new meta, and this is how we're playing it. Defensive style balanced, width is 35. We're trying to make it as narrow as possible. Don't know if that looks weird, but narrow as possible. Depth at 58. I don't want it too high because of the through balls. We all know through balls are unbelievable at the minute, and they said they patched them. They haven't.
Oh, really?
You can still get the right angles. They still work, so you can't have the depth too high on this formation. 58 is where I set it. I'd say 60 is the absolute limit. Build up play is on balance and direct passing. We're transferring that from FIFA 22. I haven't found a good enough alternative, and I think that is the most effective. So direct passing it is. Width is at 58. Now we want to keep this fairly wide. There is a reason to that I'm going to explain once we get into the instructions. Players in the box, 4 corners on 2 and free kicks on 2. Now, before I show you these instructions, I want to tell you the current meta and why these instructions are going to be that way. So what I will tell you very, very quickly, through balls are very, very effective, especially in 2 striker formations. If you can do first time through balls, they'll work very, very well. Isolating your wingers against your fullbacks is also a very good tactic because the players are so much faster these days, and the use of step overs means that you can beat your man really, really well. So if you're comfortable with step overs, you're comfortable with beating your man one-on-one, this formation is for you. And my final tip is that triggering runs is needed in this 4-4-2. If you're comfortable using L1 and R1 to call players long, call players short, then this formation will work. If you're not comfortable with anything I just said, make sure you check out the pro tips tutorial. That is where you're going to find all the gameplay advice that you need. Now I've finished shamelessly selling my soul. Let's get into the instructions. Donnarumma on absolutely nothing. Carl Walker, stay back on overlap. That is for the right back and the left back. Lucio and Carvalho, my centre backs, not much going on there. But then this is where it's going to get interesting, so make sure you're listening. CDM, Yaya Toure, my right centre mid, my more defensive centre mid, is cut passing lanes, stay back whilst attacking, and cover centre. My left centre mid is on the exact same instructions. The only reason that I have my more attacking one on the left, I feel like they offer more of a threat at left centre mid. It's probably the way I build up. I probably just enjoy using the left more often. So there is actually no difference there. They have the same instructions. But what I would say is I normally play my more attacking midfielder as a left centre mid. Al Oyran, my left mid, and Neymar, my right mid, they are on the same instructions. It's come back on defence and it's get in behind. Now, getting behind is a tactic that I haven't really used before on my wingers, but I found it so effective because they're just always on the run and they're always pinning back the opposition defence. So definitely try with getting behind, come back on defence. The strikers are on stay central, nothing else. The reason they're on basic defensive support is because if I ever want to bring them back, I use the striker drop back on the D-pad tactic instead. I don't want to use striker drop back from the very start. Could be a little bit negative. I'd rather see how the game plays out in the first 10 minutes.
I thought he was there, though.
Whether I need it on. Now the second main formation is 4-1-2-1-2-2. I'm giving you this as an alternative to all my people that love the last one, which was the 4-3-2-1.
How he got down silently. I didn't hear him drop.
I think after you kill him, he jumped.
Nice, man.
This is very, very similar to how to play it. I will tell you how to play it in the instructions, but firstly, let's walk through the main tactic. It is balanced, 35 width, we're keeping it narrow again, depth at 60, balanced direct passing. I am a pro FIFA player, and I know what I'm thinking as we do this. So I get the ball with Ginola, we're walking forward looking for a run, and I use the L1 button to trigger Mbappe. So what this does is mean Mbappe starts running towards goal and makes a run in behind. The next stage is about timing. It is all about, can I time the through ball just at the right time so I'm still onside, but I'm also in behind straight away. We can see here, as I perform trigger Mbappe. So what this does is mean Mbappe starts running towards goal and makes a run in behind. The next stage is about timing. It is all about, can I time the through ball just at the right time so I'm still onside? Timing. It is all about, can I time the through ball just at the right time so I'm still onside, but I'm also in behind straight away. We can see here, as I perform the through ball, I'm using L1, R1 triangle, goes over the top to Mbappe, and he's in on goal, finishes it off nicely. But I'm telling you, this wouldn't be...
But I don't know.
They can buy when you're saving.
True.
Yeah.
be possible without the L1 trigger at the start, because otherwise the players don't run. The AI is so stupid these days that you have to be using L1 to be triggering runs at all times, because otherwise the players just will not move the way you want them to. Now example 2 is where we're going to add another layer to these through balls, and it's the first time through ball. These are so effective. So when I have the ball with Ginola, I trigger Perisic and Mbappe, because obviously, as we said in example 1, you want them to run in behind. And instead of going directly to Mbappe, I actually go to Perisic first. The reason for this is that he then gets distracted and starts looking at Perisic, and he's forgotten about the run of Mbappe in behind. As he's pulled that player to Perisic, he's not really marking the run. I play that through ball first time to Mbappe, go in on goal. The reason this second example is so important is because the first time through ball actually has another element, and it is so broken as well. For some reason, when you hit it first time, it seems to be even more accurate and powerful than hitting them anyway. So if you can add these in as a first time through ball, not just any through ball, your game will be even better, I promise you. To summarize, it is L1, R1 triangle. You need to be tapping L1 before to get runs in behind. And for the through ball to be most effective, try and do them first time. Tip number 2 is long shots. 1 is the Trivela, and 1 is the power shot. So to perform the Trivela is pretty simple. It's just when you're shooting, hold L2 as well as pressing circle. And then for the power shot, it's a little bit more complicated. It's L1 and R1 and then circle as you shoot. Now let's look at the Trivela shot first. This is definitely the most broken shot in FIFA 23. You've probably seen 100,000 goals like this going in. I see it all over my TikTok, all in my foot champs, wherever I am. I see a Trivela shot. So let me show you the angle to do it at. We've got a shot with Ginola here, obviously drawing 0-0, struggling to break through. And when I get the ball with Ginola there, that is the perfect angle. When you're facing that kind of way, it's not best to do it when you're facing flat to the goal. You want to be at an angle coming in from out wide. So you see where we did it with Ginola there, that is the perfect kind of range. And you're probably watching this thinking, yeah, Tom, like, you've got a really good team, so obviously you can just shoot from anywhere. But I promise you, these Trivelas work with anyone. I think I saw a TikTok where someone was doing it where they take down the shot every time and it was still going in, even with people like 40 shooting. So no matter what players you've got, the Trivela will work. We'll watch this one with Ginola as well. You can see what angle I'm at again. It's like that cash money spot on the right side of the pitch. It's basically, so if it's a right footer on the right side, so he can do the outside the foot shot, then it's got to be a left footer on the left side, so he could do an outside the foot shot. You watch with Ginola here. I just ball roll to get it onto his strong foot. I'm holding L2 as a shoot. It just flies in every single time. The only thing is, just don't sprint before you do it. So kind of let go of the sprint button just before. Make sure it's on the player's strong foot. So if it's the right side there, left.
The ball roll is back, baby, in FIFA 23, and I'm going to show you guys how, where, and when to perform it. To perform the ball roll, it's quite simple. One of my favorite skill moves, simply because of the simplicity of this and actually how you perform it. You just need to hold the right stick either to the left or to the right of where the player is facing. So that's either a 3 o'clock or a 9 o'clock angle. Okay, and you hold that for a split second. The player will drag the ball with their Taz to either the left or the right, depending on which side you hold with the right stick. A great skill move to use. It's simple, very effective, and lads, let's delve into where we should use it. The best skill move to use, it's simple, very effective, and lads, let's delve into where we should use it. The best place, in my opinion, to use the ball roll is on the wing, and this simply because it's a great skill move for taking away from a defender as he approaches you to recycle the ball. I love doing this skill move to do so. Okay, you can take it into the space away from the defender, keep your back to him, and keep possession. And skill moves that do that are my favorite, simply because I'm a possession style player, and can take it away from him, keep your back to him into the space, and you can pass into a player who is shown for the ball either behind you or beside you, and it's such a good skill move for that. It's also great, of course, for taking it around the keeper, and when you are one-on-one with that keeper, you do it just a split second before he dives down. You got to time it, but if you time it right, you bypass him, and it's a tap in into the goal, which is the best part about this skill move, is it takes it away from the keeper's dive and leaves you with an open goal. You can score an easy goal from that. You can, of course, also beat a defender one-on-one if he sticks his foot out. If he commits, then you can take it around him with the ball roll, or a slide tackle, of course. But I will say it's not the greatest for beating the defender because it doesn't burst past them quite as much as approaching you from the